What is up, guys? Pie Muffin here, and we are back with some more Trails of Cold Steel. Once again at the main menu to show off that we now actually have the full, at least students-wise, of Class 7 here in the main screen. We had everyone up to Emma and Fee, but now I guess since we finished Chapter 2, Emma and Fee are now here as well. So I really don't think this will change much anymore for this game, unless like at some point maybe Sarah gets put here, or if we just end up not being on the train at some point, but I actually don't remember if this ever changes anymore. But there you go, we have all Class 7 here, all the students, like I said, at any rate. So let's go ahead and get started. I believe we are still in our free day. Yep, we are at the beginning of our free day in the month of June, June 20th. And then, of course, in 3 days, we'll be going on our next field study. Is anyone still hanging out in the dorm? I assume this is, yep, it's Sharon. I guess it is nice to have someone to actually, I don't know who cooked the meals before. Did the students, like, take turns? I really don't expect Sarah was cooking their meals. So I'm going to expect that the students themselves probably had, like, maybe this is, I mean, this just looks like recipes, but who knows, maybe there was like a schedule, kind of like when you're at like a summer camp or something, and I mean, I guess depending on what kind of summer camp you went to, but I remember the one that I went to, it was pretty much like, oh, this week, such person and such person are in charge of the bathrooms, like cleaning and stuff, and these people are in charge of cooking, like that kind of stuff. Alright, Sharon, what are you up to? Take care while you're out, Master Reen. I shall be sure to prepare a tremendous feast for all of you while you're away. I'll be looking forward to it. By the way, is what happened this morning pretty indicative of how things usually are between you and Alisa? At a glance, it seemed like you were arguing, but if you paid attention, you could tell that wasn't the case. Hehe, precisely. We have been together for quite a while now. As such, it was a relief to see that she is very much the same as she always was. Sharon seems she knows how to handle any sort of situation. I can see why she has no trouble dealing with Alisa, at least. Please come to me should you have any requests. I will do everything I can to accommodate your wishes. Especially since you're so close to a friend to Lady Alisa. I'll keep that in mind. A very nice maid. Is anyone else hanging out in the dorms? Nope, no one is here. Everyone's out and about on their... Which makes sense. I mean, realistically, and I've probably already said this before, on a free day, with all the stuff that they go through, if I was in this situation, I would just want to sleep on a free day. I don't know that I would really want to get much done. I feel like, at the very most, I would probably take up a hobby, because obviously it doesn't seem like video games exist in this world, so I wouldn't be doing that on my free day, but specifically in Trista, what would I do that you can kind of do here? Like, obviously, you know, if I had to do school stuff, I would, but in terms of, like, the clubs and stuff, like, what's the most appealing to me out of all of these? I guess fishing would be something I'd be into. Let's see, fishing, what else? What are the other clubs? I mean, chess is fun, but I don't know if that would be, like, my main hobby. Like, I wouldn't want to be a super try-hard at chess. But I don't know. I'm sure I'd probably read a lot of books. Okay, Fee is over here at the gardening shop. I guess we could see... Oh, yeah, I gotta decide which points I want to spend on who. We'll use one on Fee. Fee and Laura, for sure. What's with the stern look, Fee? Turns out I'll be growing some flowers for the club. But I need to go and get the tools. I see, sounds tough. Kind of rare to see you this serious about something, though. It happens, sometimes. Should I give her a hand? Why not? Would you like me to help you out? Sure. Have fun. I wasn't offering to do it for you, Fee. Aww. Given how many types of plants there are, you've got no shortage of options. Have you got an idea of what you want to raise? Yep. Pete took out a small bag filled with seeds and showed it to Reen. Oh, what are these? Flower seeds. Don't know what they're called, though. Someone gave them to me while I was in the corpse. Had them ever since. Ah. Do you know how to raise them, then? Yep, they told me how. They were kind of joking about raising them with love, though. I don't know if it was a joke. My mom says the same thing about the plants she grows in our kitchen. So does Edel. Don't know much about love, though. Then maybe this is the right time for you to try and raise them. But man, your corpse sounds so different from the image I always had in my head. How so? The way you tell it, you sound like one big family in a sense. I always thought Jaegers were, well, a bit more violent and bloodthirsty, I guess. Maybe I was just being narrow-minded, though. Can't blame you. Everyone's more concerned about the negative reputation Jaegers have than anything else. There are some people who can't even accept their existence. What do you mean? Nothing. Was that a jab at Laura? Let's hurry up and buy the tools and fertilizer. Good idea. I've never seen those seeds before, so let's ask Jane for some advice on the best way to raise them. Reen and Fee bought the tools and fertilizer they needed. After which, they made their way back to the Academy's flower bed to plant the seeds. Here's the thing about the whole Fee and Laura thing. Like, if Laura is really just, like, if that jab was at Laura, and Laura really can't accept Fee's existence, like, it's not necessarily Fee's fault that was her upbringing. You don't choose where you're born or where you're, you know, kind of started out from. That should do it. They should bloom in a few months if I raise them right. I hope they grow up big and strong. Me too. Oh, also, thanks for the help. Haha, anytime. That was quite a big boost. They should bloom in a few months if I raise them right. Don't know if I can, though. You'll do fine, trust me. I suppose. Hello, Edel. There's no need to worry about test results. We don't rank these flowers while we raise them, right? The most important thing is to grow up strong and healthy. There's more to life than test results. I mean, I agree, but the whole point of... I mean, obviously for the flowers, yes. But in terms of actual academics, the whole reason that we take tests is to show that you're actually learning the material. Whatever. Oh, hey, Vivi. I can't help but love pranking Linde. She's just too easy. I really can't think of a better toy or friend than a twin sister. Yeah, a great twin sister. It's a wonder why she's so stressed out all the time. Well, we did end up being over here now. Let's go with Alisa and then Laura, I guess, for the other 2 points. So Alisa is in... She's on the 2nd floor. All right. And as we're kind of running around, we'll see who's hanging out where. Oh, hello. I've been informed that you'll be investigating the old schoolhouse today. Be sure to make use of what I've taught you in class. Prepare for every eventuality and proceed with caution, understood? Yeah. I received another report of odd noises coming from the old schoolhouse. Based on what we learned last month, it's highly likely that the building structure changed yet again. Please take care during your investigation. There is simply no telling what may happen. You got it, Chief. He's got a nice cup of tea. This is the faculty lounge. Thomas is here, and then the other teacher is not Sarah, obviously. I'm sure she's drinking, probably. Anyone here in the infirmary? Nope. Oh, nope, there is someone. Male student. Alright. Alright, second floor. She's probably at the end here. Oh yeah, Alex is on the computer. Huh, isn't this classroom usually locked? It is, but I checked it on a whim and it was open. The janitor must have forgotten to lock it after he was done. I see. So what brings you here? I got into an argument with Ferris earlier. She started asking me all these questions about my last name after she found out about Sharon. And he ran off here. How many times am I gonna have to deal with this? She seems pretty upset. Maybe there's something I can do to help her out. Sure. I'm probably not the best person for this, but do you need someone to talk to, Alisa? It's better to let these things out than bottle them up. Reen. Hee, thanks. Well, there you go. Whoops, I knew I forgot to lock up. Uh-oh. There we are. Would you, like, immediately run to the door and, like, knock on it? Wait, did he just lock the door? Seems like it. Guess we're locked in. That's very casual. My luck keeps getting worse and worse today. At least it's not nighttime or anything. I'm sure someone will come by before too long. That's true, but... Huh, so it's just, Reen and me. Here in the dark. What do you mean in the dark? The whole room is lit. Behind a locked door. No, Alisa, focus. This is all Sharon's fault. I wouldn't even be here if Ferris and I weren't arguing about her. Isn't that a bit of a stretch? You wouldn't say that if you knew her. She always does this. Imagine living with someone who knows nearly everything about you but never thinks about your feelings. On top of it all, she's always taking Mother's side. Like she did when what? Oh, Sorry, I shouldn't have tried to pry. Even so, you don't really dislike Sharon, do you? I mean, I guess I can't say dislike. It's kind of hard to dislike someone who's been a permanent fixture in your life since you were a kid. See what I mean? If she's going to be at the academy anyway, you might as well try to make the best of it. Besides, she's sort of like an older sister to you, right? Siblings aren't always easy to deal with. You're right about that. But still, it wouldn't kill her to think about me a little more. Hee, not a moment goes by in which I don't think of you, Lady Alisa. So she's the one that gets us out. How'd she get in? Sharon, what are you doing here? Whenever you are in need, I shall be by your side. But you were just at the dorm. How did you know this was gonna happen? After all, isn't that what an older sister is for? Haha, she knows how to make an entrance, I'll give her that. I can't believe she heard all that. Oh my, I didn't interrupt anything personal between the two of you, did I? I would be more than happy to lock the door again and leave the two of you to whatever it is you're up to in here. Don't even joke about that. Well, Alisa didn't really exactly get... I mean, she got out some of her feelings, but not everything. I really can't let my guard down around you, can I, Sharon? Whatever, I'll let you off this time since you unlocked the door for us. Hee, I would undo any lock for your sake, Lady Alisa. After all, I want you to think of me as an elder sis. Stop that, it's embarrassing. Youth. Okay, so now we'll go, say hi. Well, let's see who's in the other rooms. I mean, obviously we'll come back around, but... Oh, Linde's here, too. Vivi decided it's a good idea to compete for the highest exam scores. She claims she has a special punishment in store for whoever loses. So now, in addition to exam stress, I'm terrified about whatever she's planning. Well, hopefully it's not taking off clothes again. You'll probably do without that. Home ec. Alright, we got some people cooking in here. Cool. Oh, and Elliot's in here as well. Cool. Oh, Mint is here too. Grr. Hebel. What? Hebel? This flute isn't working. Try blowing into the mouthpiece, Mint. Oh. How is she hold it? Are they actually having her hold it in a weird way? Oh, She actually does. She is actually holding it back. Oh, wait, no, never mind. Okay. It looked like she was holding it upside down, like the bottom part was the. No, but she's holding it right. That would have been so funny if they intentionally made her model to where she wasn't holding it correctly. We really haven't looked at this side much. I mean, obviously, it's just the different classrooms. And you can't, they don't even exist. Like, you can see here, like, these rooms don't actually exist. Besides the one at the end here, which is obviously Class 7. Not that anyone's in here. What's this on the back? Probably like a calendar thing, I would guess. Alright, let's get out of here and let's head back into town and go say hi to Laura, see what's going on with her. I think we actually do, like, equipment-wise, yeah, we have access to everybody here. Oh, is that, what's her name? Yep, Rosine. Sunday school is currently in session. Hee hee, even the mischievous children seem to be studying hard at the moment. I hope I'll be able to get along with them all soon enough. Yeah. Alright, where is she at? General store. Oh, hello, Reen. It's rare to see you here by yourself. What's up? Haha, I actually found myself rather interested in this store's wares, so I decided to browse for a while. I'm surprised at how enjoyable it's been. Should I join her? Mind if I join you? Haha, feel free. Maybe this would be a good chance to have you tell me more about the things being sold here. Heh, well, I don't know all that much about them myself. I mean, Reen's not from around here either. Mishy! We definitely know about Mishy, that's for sure. They have a wide variety of items here on display, most of which I'm unfamiliar with. Which leads to a question I'd like to ask you, Reen. What sort of goods and accessories do girls my age tend to like? What? How is he gonna know? Obviously, like, Laura is, like... What's the word for this? Like, obviously, she's always, growing up, like, been focused on just being strong, you know, swordsmanship, so she's never really been, like, girly, I guess you could say. I ask well because I've noticed there's a significant difference between myself and the other girls here. For example, I went shopping with Monica recently, only to find myself searching for equipment to keep my sword in shape. Meanwhile, Monica was fawning over cute accessories and the like. Doesn't this prove that I'm rather strange? Well, you're from different class backgrounds, for one thing. That's a difference between you already. But even amongst other nobles, you are a little bit different. Just as I thought. But this is of no issue. If there's something I lack, then all I need to do is take the opportunity to learn. Now tell me, which of these items would most likely grab a girl's attention? I mean, I'm not exactly an expert on the subject, but... Mishy? Oh, maybe if you're Tio. Reen grabbed the cute mascot plush that was sitting on the shelf. How about this Mishy plush? It's a pretty popular character over in Crossbell. Fascinating. He's certainly charming, to say the least. But how about this? Laura grabbed a strap with a blue-haired, muscular man attached to it. Is that is that supposed to be... Okay, so... Is that supposed to be Dogi from Ys? Let's save that. I think that's... Oh my god, it is! Oh my... Okay. That's so funny. This Dogi... So, for a little context, Falcom, that makes the Trail series, also has a series called Ys, you know, the letter Y and the letter S, and it's about a duo of characters who are going on adventures, and one of those characters is a blue-haired, muscular man named Dogi. That's funny. I'm 100% sure most girls wouldn't have any interest in him. Oh, this is more challenging than I expected. Rain and Laura ended up looking at an assortment of products appealing to Laura's unique tastes. In the end, though, they ended up purchasing the Mishy plush. I couldn't be more grateful for your assistance, Rain. If it weren't for you, I never would have purchased something so nice. Haha, not a problem. Still, my grasp on what other girls my age like remains tenuous. It seems I have a long and harsh path ahead of me if I'm to ever truly know. You know, you don't have to force yourself to be like everyone else. Because you aren't like everyone else, you are who you are, and that's exactly why we like you. Rain, oh my god, you're just as bad as Lloyd. You can't just say stuff like that. You've given me a lot to think about today. Let me thank you once again. I'd like for us to go shopping again if you ever have the time. Sure, that'd be fun. Rain is just as bad as Lloyd, where he doesn't realize that he's, like, giving people ideas. Like saying you like somebody like that. Obviously, he said we, but, I mean... Oh, Rain. Gonna get yourself in trouble like that. I feel kind of relieved, thanks in part to you. We should do this again if we get the chance. Alright, that takes care of our bonding points. So now we can actually take a look at the jobs. Like, I feel like I'm a pretty dense human being when it comes to stuff like that, but definitely not as bad as Rain. Okay, see, alright, we have the secret admirer thing. Okay, Vincent. So, he is behind the storage building. Where's that? Is that over by the track and field stuff? Yep, okay. Yep, and it's this guy. Excuse me, is your name Vincent by any chance? Indeed it is. Standing before you is a nobleman overflowing with love and pathos. The one, the only, Vincent Florold. I presume you are the Cupid that that I asked the student council to send me? He's quite the character. He really seems to like himself, but that's just what I've grown to expect from Class 1. I'm no Cupid, but I am here on behalf of the student council, yes. Haha, then you may still well serve my purposes. Allow me to congratulate you on making your way here. So, based on your request and my new nickname, I assume you want me to find someone for you. Yes, something along those lines. Do you have time to spare? If so, I shall begin explaining the particulars to my request. So, he is a noble, and he is very full of himself, but he's not, like, rude full of himself. Like, he's still just like, oh, hey, can you help me out? Like, so, can't really hate him despite his, you know, I'm so amazing, you know, self-confidence. Please, elaborate on your request. Haha, fine answer indeed, although before we continue... Who? Serifa is currently nowhere to be seen. Now I think about it, this is kind of an unusual meeting place. Are you hoping to keep this request quiet? Not exactly. I was merely hoping to avoid things getting meddled in. My friend sent Serifa to the academy to keep an eye on me. As you can imagine, her watchfulness can occasionally be rather constraining. I assume that's like the maid we always see with him. Huh. Well, this is apart from the meat of the matter. To be blunt, I have received not one, not two, but 3 passionate love letters of late, and all from a single writer. Curiously, however, the writer in question signs with naught but nom de plume. What? What I request of you, my fine fellow, is to find out just which lovely lady is responsible for these. That's reasonable, but are you sure it's appropriate for me to find her? These are anonymous, after all. Do take a moment to think it over. The fact that she chose to use a pen name rather than remaining completely anonymous is proof of a pining, hopeful heart. In fact, I am absolutely certain she wishes for me to find her. I suppose I'll have to trust your judgment on this one. What's more, she sent cookies along with the 3rd letter. I would hardly be worthy of the floral name if I did not properly thank her, would I? Yeah, I don't think I could stop you at this point if I tried. Do you have any additional information that would help me pinpoint exactly who we're looking for? I do indeed. The first hint is that she is a first year, okay? As a man well-versed in the feelings of beautiful women, I was able to deduce this from the respectful tone of her letters. Additionally, the fact that she is attached a pressed grand rose, oh, well, there you go, at the end of each letter may serve as a hint as well. A grand rose. If I remember correctly, those are the flowers you use when you're confessing your love to someone, right? Haha, quite. Which brings us to why this is a hint. The only way to obtain a grand rose in Trista is to purchase it from the town florist. So if we ask the florist who purchased one, precisely, we will be able to discover just which shy maiden has sent these letters to me. Would you take on this task for me then? As long as you don't mind sticking to the plan we just discussed, I don't see why not. I am truly indebted to you. Based on her, how do you pronounce that? Pseudonym? And her use of a grand rose, I can only imagine Our Lady is the very model of grace. Now that you mention it, what was the name she used? Oh, it seems I neglected to mention that very important detail. She calls herself the Grand Maiden. Well, that doesn't help. A nickname taken from the daughter of a baron who married into the imperial family long ago. The emperor at the time was so smitten that he gave her countless numbers of grand roses, and so came the moniker. I see, can't say I've heard the story before, but it is interesting. But this is no time to stand around thinking about it. I'll head over to the flower shop right away. Very well, I'll leave this matter in your clearly capable hands. Alright, well, we are finding a secret admirer. So let's see how this goes. Although, I don't know if the florist would want to just divulge being like, oh, these are all the people that purchased a grand rose, because that's just kind of, you know, confidentiality and stuff. I mean, not that general stores have a rule of confidentiality. This isn't like a law case or anything. Well, we'll see. Excuse me, would you mind if I asked you a question? Not at all, go ahead. Rain explained the situation to Jane and asked about any first years who had recently purchased any grand roses. It wouldn't be hard to find out if I looked at my records, but I'm not exactly sure I should disclose that information. Understandably so. I don't intend to do anything with this information that they don't want me to, though. If they ask me to keep their identity a secret, that's what I'll do. I see. Well, if that's the case, I guess I can help you out. Just remember, though, it's your job to give the mystery sender your support and nothing more. I'll wish her the best of luck. This request is getting pretty complicated at this point. Right. I count 3 first years who have made a grand rose purchase recently. In class order, first is Beryl from class 3. Okay. Vivi from class 4. And Rosine from class 5. I see. Thank you very much. The fact that you mentioned Vivi has me worried. I hope she's not trying the same trick on someone else right now. Not at all. Good luck. Alright, I believe all well, we know at least Vivi is over by... Oh, Rosine. It's definitely not her. Excuse me, you're Rosine from class 5, aren't you? That's correct. Why do you ask? I have a quick kind of personal question for you. Reen explained the situation to Rosine and asked if it was her that sent the letters to Vincent. Oh no, that certainly wasn't me. I did buy a grand rose, but it was for the purpose of decorating the church. Oh, I see. Sorry to ask such an embarrassing question then. It's fine. Alright, Rosine definitely... I mean, I knew from the start it wouldn't be her. Alright, Right, Vivi's gonna be over at the garden. It wouldn't surprise me if it was Vivi, you know, if this was all just some elaborate prank. It's like, oh, I pranked a noble type deal. Well, let's find out. What's up, Reen? Were you so taken with my feminine charms that you couldn't stand another moment away from me? You know, I almost respect how she can keep that up, like, at all times. There's something I'd like to ask you. Rean explained the situation to Vivi and asked if she was the one who sent Vincent the letters. Well, now, that is pretty interesting. I'm going to take that as a no. Hey, yeah, I wish it was me, but I'm having too much fun teasing Linda to set my sights on any boys right now. Of course you are. You did buy a grand rose, though. Don't tell me you tricked another poor, unsuspecting soul into helping you torment her. Pretty much. But can you blame me? She falls for it every time. I can't help myself. You're a monster. Poor Linda. I can't imagine what she has to deal with a sister like this. Yeah, Linda just needs a nice boyfriend or girlfriend. I mean, you never know. To help de-stress her from the crap her sister puts her through. Alright, so Beryl was the last one? Isn't Beryl the girl with the crystal ball? Unless I'm remembering the name wrong. But if it is Beryl, she would be... Yeah, she's gonna be in here. Yep, second floor. Yeah, I believe Beryl is the one with the crystal ball. In the, like, occult room, right? Yep. You're Beryl from class 3, right? Heh, I certainly am. What do you want from me? Actually, there was something I wanted to ask you. Heh, do I seem like the kind of girl who'd be interested in romance? I needed to purchase a grand rose to use in a ritual, that's all. I see, that answers my question, but now I'm wondering what the ritual she mentioned is all about. Well, that's all I wanted to ask. Sorry to disturb you. Sometimes it's good to be disturbed. Good day to you. I've asked the 3 girls the florist told me about, but none of them seem to have sent the letters. I guess the trail's gone cold. I should report back to Vincent for now. Well, this is a situation, if I've ever seen one. None of the 3 girls were the ones that, and none of them seem to be lying, unless Vivi is just really wanting to make this a grand joke. But, I don't think any of the 3 of them are lying. Tell me, did your investigation prove successful? Wait, don't tell me. Have you brought our mystery woman here? Oh, be still, my beating heart. Yeah, about that. I wasn't able to find her in the end. You cannot be serious. Did you ask the florist as we discussed? I did, and I spoke to all 3 girls who purchased grand roses. None of their reasons for doing so had anything to do with you. I can go into detail if you'd like. It matters not. If they do not concern me, then they are simply not my concern. I'm really sorry I wasn't able to help, but there's one thing I'm curious about. Where could a girl get a grand rose if she didn't go to the florist's? There's no way to tell. Perhaps if the Grand Maiden is a noble, she could have had an alternate source. However... My darling Vincent, I found you. Huh? Oh, it's her. Who goes there? State your business. Margarita. The cookies I just baked ended up far more delicious than I ever could have imagined. So delicious they could only be destined for the lips of my beloved, my elegant, dashing darling Vincent. What could possess a person to approach another out of nowhere and say such befuddling things? Furthermore, I do not even have the foggiest idea who you are. Hee 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 hee. Oh, but you do. What if I told you that I was the Grand Maiden all along? What a plot twist. No way. Dumbfounded. I can hardly blame you for being speechless with joy. My real name is Margarita Dresden. Have we heard that name before? It sounds familiar. Dresden? It sounds familiar. I love the lovely grand roses I attached were grown by my family. So that's how you got them. If you're a part of the Baron Dresden's family, then could it mean... Oh, so you know the story? Your suspicions are indeed correct. I, Margarita Dresden, hail from the same family as the lovely Grand Maiden herself. Okay, it all adds up. Inconceivable. How could you, of all people, be related to the Grand Maiden? When her beauty pales in comparison to your own? Look, darling, we're already completing each other's thoughts. Oh, no. And yours are oh so sweet. What you said could have been further from my actual thought. Hey, even when you're shy, you're still so wonderful. Seeing the surprise on your handsome face made wanting to reveal my name entirely worth it in the end. Now, my beautiful Vincent, it is time for you to reply to my love letters. Will you enter a relationship with me? This is... You may choose one of two... Oh my god! Like, this is... You may choose one of two replies. I would be delighted, or there would be no greater honor. Sorry, how many options did you say you were giving him? This woman could hardly be more different than the demure maiden her letters made her out to be. My only answer for you is a resounding no. Now be gone and bother me no more. So that's how it is. Teehee, just when I think you couldn't be more adorable, to think you're the sort of man who hides his true feelings away. Oh my god, she's one of these people. I beg your pardon? Just a little piece of advice, don't be like her. If someone's not into you, then they're not into you. There is no need to fear. Please, have one of these special cookies I prepared. One bite, you'll no longer feel the need to keep your innermost longings out of public view. Hee hee. Don't tell me, you mix something into your cookies. Oh, but so she's drugging him. It's even better. That's for me to know and for you to find out. Stay back, don't come any closer. You don't just stand there. I'll need your aid if I'm to survive. I have no idea how to handle a situation like this either. Hey, don't worry, my darling. There may be a slightly bitter aftertaste, but it'll be all worth it in the end. I've been looking for you, Master Vincent. Seriffa! Dare I ask what you were doing in a place like this? Seriffa, I beg of you, please, free me from this terrifying situation. If I recall, you are my sweetheart's darling maid, are you not? So this is the Seriffa you mentioned. As much as I hate to interrupt the situation in hand, I'm afraid I must. Master Vincent, your presence is at the upper class dorm is required at once. A delivery of the utmost importance from Count Floralt awaits you there. I see. Then I have no choice. I must go at once. But... These cookies are a present for Master Vincent, are they not? In that case, may I ask you to leave them in my hands for now? I'll make sure he enjoys every last one of them later. Well, if you insist. It seems as though Master Vincent has roped you into this nonsense as well. Hopefully, this can dull some of the pain that this annoyance has surely caused you. Thank you. With that, I wish you all a good day. Let us go, Master Vincent. Indeed. Well, that just happened. Now we're stuck here with her. That maid may prove to be quite the obstacle. But no matter, there should be plenty of opportunities to woo my darling from here on out. Hee hee, I believe it's time to get started on a new batch of cookies. Uh-huh. Well, today's been full of unique encounters, to say the least. At least that request is over and done with. And with that very odd request out of the way, I think we'll end things off here. And then next time, of course, we still have the other two jobs to do. We have the Orbital Bike test to help out with Georgie and Angelica. And then, of course, the old schoolhouse as usual. So that's going to be it, guys. Hope you all enjoyed. Don't forget to subscribe more if you're new to the channel. I'll see you all next time. Have a wonderful day, everyone.